Good morning YouTubians, it's Comics Ghost. It's Monday, it's a Blu-ray hunting day. I've already got my latte, going to head down to HMV in just a moment. There's only one title that I'm after, but I've heard that they're now selling indicator titles, so we're going to check that one out, see how many they've got, if at all, and then I'll take you back and show you what I picked up. I've just come back from my break from down the southwest of the UK, and I did a little bit of filming there. I will include it, not of Bristol, but the surrounding areas like Stonehenge and a place called Unhinged as well. So I'll try and whittle it down so it's not a long video, and then I'll show you what I picked up at the end. There's one that came in, it's a limited edition, but I think most people have picked it up. Anyway, let's head down to HMV. Yes, my apologies for the low audio levels there. The microphone wasn't clicked in fully. So as you may have noticed, the poster in the window's changed, now advertising Jurassic World Dominion. So let's head over to New and Trending and see what's available this week in store. Well, indeed, it seems Indicator are back. Now, the manager has told me this is limited to just 20 HMV stores across the country as a trial run to see if they sell. There is a limited amount of titles and they are on sale as well. So fingers crossed, this is a sign that they will be making a return from now on. There's a few in here I need to get, so I'll probably pop back a little bit later today, bring a bit of cash with me and pick a few titles up. Nice to see they're back. Next stop, Eureka. Well, today is the day if you're a fan of the Jurassic Park or the Jurassic World franchise. I'll go through these as quickly as I can, not to give you Jurassic fatigue. The standalone Blu-ray here is priced at $14.99, comes with a lovely slipcover. The DVD is priced at $9.99, no surprise there. Doesn't have a slipcover, comes with a Jurassic World short film and Battle at Big Rock extra. The 4K is priced at $24.99, comes with over an hour of special features and also has a glossy slipcover. Very nice. Then we have a series of box sets depending on what you're after. The first is the Jurassic World trilogy, priced at $17.99 on DVD, which isn't bad. Includes all three films, including the latest one. There's also a Blu-ray set. Now these all come with slipcovers. There is a 4K set, but I just filmed these out of sequence. Blu-ray set is priced at $24.99. So here is the entire franchise, all 6 movies on Blu-ray, priced at $39.99, which I think is a pretty good bargain. Presented in a lovely glossy slip box. If you don't have any of the films, I think this is a great way to start. So I've come back again to the Jurassic World trilogy. This time it's the 4K box set priced at $49.99. Again, comes with a lovely slipcase. I think that's pretty good for all 3 films on 4K. Not bad at all. And now the 6 movie set on 4K. So that's Jurassic Park through to Dominion for just shy of £60. So that's a tenner per movie on 4K. Can't argue with that. It comes with a lovely glossy slip box. Next is Vortex from Picture House Entertainment, made last year. Now this foreign drama is 142 minutes and comes with a 15 certificate, and it's yours for just $12.99. Next is Outlander Season 6. It's from Sony Pictures. It comprises of 8 episodes which aired in March this year. There will be a 7th season. This is priced at $26.99 and has a 15 certificate. Next is My Hero Academy World Heroes Mission, released through Crunchyroll LLC. It's from 2021. It's a science fiction action adventure anime. 104 minutes, priced at $19.99, has a 15 certificate. Meant to be a steelbook available, but I couldn't find it. But there was this DVD priced here at $14.99. Not a great deal of difference in price. So just one Arrow released today, and it's The Fugitive from the Past. Now this film is from 1965, has a massive runtime of 183 minutes, has a 15 certificate, and this is a crime drama. And it's yours for just $17.99. So next is the 88 Films release of The Seventh Curse. Now this is a standard release. There was also a deluxe edition available which came out in July the 4th I believe of this year. Now this is from 1986 and it's a horror and it carries an 18 certificate and it's yours for just $17.99. Comes with a lovely slipcover. Next we have a Criterion release of Chaplin's classic The Great Dictator from 1940. 125 minutes this one. The satirical comedy was written, produced, directed and stars Charlie Chaplin. And this Criterion release is yours for just $22.99. Seems to be the standard price nowadays for a Criterion release. Case in point, here we have Hearts and Minds, another Criterion release directed by Peter Davis, who also produced this in 1974. This anti-war documentary is about the futility of the Vietnam War. Has a runtime 112 minutes and carries a 15 certificate. And as you can see, is also priced at $22.99. Also out today on 4K is The Guest. It's a thriller from 2014 starring Dan Stevens, who's going against his usual character type role. Directed by Adam Mungard and has a runtime of 100 minutes and carries a 15 certificate. This is priced at a whopping $24.99. Seems a bit much. Doesn't come with a slipcover either. Next from Kaleidoscope Entertainment, it's I Spit on Your Grave, the ultimate triple disc collection. Just one film in here, and it's the 1978 version with a runtime 100 minutes and an 18 certificate. This could be yours for a massive $39.99. Hey everybody, so I'm on my break away from YouTube for 4 days, and by the time you're watching this I'm already back. Now I went to Bristol, but I'm not going to film there because I did a video. I've done a couple of videos in Bristol. I did one of a pilgrimage to see the mascot of HMV, Little Nipper's birthplace, which I showed the statue of, and I've also filmed on the suspension bridge built by the fantastic engineer Isabel Kingdom Brunel. Beautiful bridge. So I thought I'd look around the surrounding areas of Bristol, and I've travelled up to Wiltshire today to see Stonehenge. Now I have been here before, but not for, well, since about 1975 to 7, something like that. It was a school trip. We went up here, had a look at the stones. You could actually sit on the stones at that point. Remember having my packed lunch on one of the stones. Don't think you can get that close today, and I can understand why they fence it off, because you know, people, they want a little momentum. They chip away a little stone maybe, so you know, before you know it there's nothing left. So if it's in fact fenced off, I'll get as close as I can to film, but I'll understand if it is fenced off. Also going to head to Salisbury today, where the Scripoldi's were poisoned. Little bus going by. Where the Scripoldi's were poisoned by the Novichok, or Novichok, whatever it was, the Russian poison. So hopefully I'll get a bit of footage in Salisbury as well. So Stonehenge isn't far away now, so I'm going to head off and I'll speak to you in a second. Okay, so here's my tip for the day. If you're going to go see Stonehenge, there are two ways to see it. You can pay 25-ish pounds and stand on that little path right there in front of me and just walk around the edge, or you can take the nature trail, which is free, and see it for yourself from this distance. So here's a few facts regarding Stonehenge. First used as a burial site around 3000 BC, it's thought that some of these stones were moved from West Wales, which is around about 180 miles away. Others claim they were as near as 15 miles. But whatever the stones' origins, almost 25 tons each, must have taken a lot of effort to organise their move. Oh, and that stone right there in front of me is the Friar's Hill stone. It's thought that the devil threw it at him in anger, and that's where it landed and stayed ever since. Ah, folklore. Isn't it sweet? So right next to the Stonehenge monuments you have this marker here. It says 80 miles from London or 11 miles from Amesbury. Okay, so I just finished with the stones on my way back down to the car, and I noticed this marker here, and it's to a trainee pilot, a Major Hewiston, who was on leave from India, and he was trying to obtain his pilot's license. This all took place on the 17th of July 1913. He was flying solo in a monoplane when he overbanked on a turn, and it threw the aircraft into a nosedive, and just prior to landing it threw him clear, but he died instantly and damaged the plane beyond repair. He was aged just 44 at the time, and this is a marker to where the plane landed. So here I am at the Visitors Centre in Stonehenge, and there's this huge mock-up of one of the stones. In fact, it is hollow, but it does show you how, with the help of ropes and rolling logs, how these were moved. If this is hollow, it does make you wonder if Stonehenge is actually hollow and not rocks at all. Oh, look at that, a CEX, and it's white. That's very confusing. So this beautiful building here looks like a portcullis. It is called the Gate. You can see a coat of arms there, which would have been above the gates itself. Now this is built around 1330 and was part of the original wall that enclosed the cathedral. And it's thought that this was also used to incarcerate people, and it leads you through to the cathedral itself. So a beautiful square up ahead, but I'm going to bypass that and go straight to the cathedral. So here we are at Salisbury Cathedral itself. This was once a Catholic church, but now it belongs to Church of England. Built in 1220 in a Gothic style, the spire was actually added 100 years later and stands at 404 feet. Now inside the cathedral, which unfortunately we couldn't go in today because there was a private service being conducted, is one of 4 original copies of the Magna Carta. Foundations of this magnificent building only go down by 4 feet, but with 70,000 tons of stone pressing down, it's not likely to move. I will quickly tell you that these cloisters are the largest in Britain, and a cloister literally just means a covered walkway where the monks can move without being seen by the public. Okay, so now you're going to get a little bit of free advice. If you're ever planning to visit Stonehenge, then by all means do, but be sure to include this part of the countryside as well. This is Avesbury. It's roughly 25 miles away from Stonehenge, and this site predates Stonehenge by about 800 years. And here we have 3 stone circles, and they are the largest stone circles in the world. You can walk right up to these ones, touch the stones by all means. It's completely free of charge, and on top of that there is a beautiful village nearby, although it does scream midsummer, so you don't want to hang around too long. Hey everybody, welcome back. Just 2 movies to talk about, so this isn't going to take too long in the conclusion. Hope you enjoy. Okay, so the first title to show you, and it's the big release this week, is Jurassic World. Came out today. This is directed by Colin Trevorrow, who also co-wrote the screenplay alongside Emily Carmichael. Now, in case you're unfamiliar with Colin, he's responsible for bringing us Jurassic World, and he's also responsible for bringing us the hidden gem, which is called Safety Not Guaranteed. It's a time travel film based on actual events. I kid you not. Check it out. Brilliant movie. Now, this has got most of the original cast mixed with cast from the last 2 outings. So you've got Chris Pratt, he's back, and you've got Bryce Dallas Howard from the recent Jurassic World films, and you've also got the originals as well. Sam Neill as Dr. Alan Grant, Laura Dern as Dr. Ellie Sattler, and of course you've got Jeff Goldblum as Dr. Ian Malcolm. And not forgetting also B.D. Wong as Dr. Henry Wu, who was in the first film and the last 2, and now this one. So there you go. I did see this at the cinema. Trouble is, I went with really high expectations because the original cast were going to be in it. And I did leave the film feeling a little bit underwhelmed, it's got to be said, but it completes the collection now. I need to give it another watch. I know what to expect now. I feel I'm going to enjoy it a little bit more. There's a fair few subplots going on in this film. You've got dinosaurs now roam the planet freely. There's a black market as well for them. It's been investigated. There's also a giant dinosaur locust problem going on, and you've got a child that holds a key to a medical breakthrough. So plenty to keep the story going. I just don't buy the whole raptors being trained by Chris Pratt's hand gestures or laser pointers. If you've read the original books, you'll probably agree with me on that one. Raptors are just killing machines. They're like the Predator. You just can't tame them. That's my opinion anyway. Music in this is from Michael Giacchino, and it's got an extended runtime of 2 hours 41 minutes. Let's take a look inside. So the slip and the cover have exactly the same artwork. There's a pamphlet for Lego, and there is an image on the disc of Chris Pratt being chased by raptors. So that was Jurassic World Dominion. Okay, next and last is Mazes and Monsters. This is a limited edition and it's a world's first as well. I think it's limited to 1,000 copies. I could be wrong. It's a 1982 television movie starring Mr. Tom Hanks in his very first feature-length film. He was just 26 at the time of filming. Also stars Wendy Crewson, who was in The Santa Claus. She played Laura. She was Tim Allen's ex-wife now. Can you remember her? In this, she's in a relationship with Robbie, played by Tom Hanks. So she's dated and married both Woody and Buzz. Coincidence? Who knows? Anyway, it's a story of a group of college friends who play this role-play game called Mazes and Monsters to escape the grim realities of life. Robbie, however, has played the game before to the point of being expelled from another school. So he reluctantly agrees to play, but again becomes way too involved in the magical world. Now, this is based on the book of the same name by Rona Jaffe, who tells an alleged account of James Dallas Egbert III, who went missing after playing Dungeons and Dragons back in 1979. Also stars Kevin Peter Hall, was the guy in the original Predator costume, who was 7'2". He sadly passed away aged 35 in 1991. It's got a runtime just 100 minutes, this one. Let's take a look inside. So the slipcover has a different image on the front. It has the role-playing games dice. And there's the image. I'll put them up in the corner anyway. So it's a different image to the slip. And inside is an 8-page booklet which deals with the real account of James Dallas Egbert III and his disappearance back in 1979. The image from the slip has been put onto the disc. So that was Mazes and Monsters. Now, a word of caution, if you do buy this film directly from the company, you'll have to pay extra postage. It's happened to a couple of people. You get a letter from the post office saying that you haven't paid enough postage. Even though you pay for the postage on the order, you have to pay another £1.50 for the film to reach its final destination. So that is it. Have you seen any of those or plan to pick them up or just want to leave a comment? Then do so down below and I will read every single comment and try to reply if I have the time. Give the video a thumbs up, really does help the channel, and subscribe if you haven't. It's all free, why wouldn't you? On that note, all that's left to say is thank you so much for choosing my channel today and watching my video. Take care, I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.